right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Championship Sunday in the books. The season has come to a close. I am a little sad, but if I have certainly enjoyed it this season, and if you've enjoyed it as much as I have, go ahead and smash up the likes, subscribe to the channel, and get the notification bell on. We got plenty more coming for you over the summer. All right, the final three games of the day, the most important ones. We'll start with Big Sam. Oh, Big Sam.
Away down we go.
Oh my God, man.
Get punched in the face.
I mean,
just
that's what happens, man.
Just light your $5 million on fire. Just go ahead and watch
Roll
that.
it up and
Watch that bonus go right down the drain, man. How do you lose to Spurs? How do you give 4 goals to Spurs?
And they're Spursing. Like, they're trying.
Those are two different questions, sir. Because the first question, how do you lose the Spurs? I don't know, because City always loses to them there. So I don't know the answer to that question. The second question, how do you
load? It was at Leeds.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know the answer to the question. But the second,
by the way, I was wrong earlier. It was 2.5 million pounds, not 5 million.
Well, I mean, conversion to dollars is about what 3.2.
That's 3.2. Close enough. We'll round up to 5. You're good, Patrick. We got you.
3 and 2 is 5. But it's Harry is harrying. I think I'm being honest. I think Harry is auditioning to leave. I'm just being honest. He's Harry. He had to hit that 30. He's going to stay in the Prem, even though Real Madrid is lurking. But this is the last summer they can make money on him. I think X has said it before. I think he's gone. And I would not be surprised, even though I'm no fan, that Harry doesn't end up in Manchester. He'll be in Manchester. And you know why he'll be in Manchester? Because History FC.
Because they did the same thing to Robin Van Persie. Oh, you're scoring goals over here. Let's go try to win a trophy. And then
it won't be the same. That will not happen. Even if Kane goes to United, there's no way. There's no way, man, that they just win the league. No.
They finished third.
He'll win a cup. He'll win something.
They finished third in a season where Liverpool were terrible. Chelsea were even worse than that. Brighton finished 6th place. Newcastle finished. Come on. They finished third in a league.
The Magpies haven't been in Europe in what?
20 years.
They finished third in a seasons where VAR ruled at Old Trafford. And nobody could beat the Old Trafford refs this season. Like come on, let's put a little asterisk next to that third place.
United can't afford Harry Kane.
They can. They'll find money for Harry Kane.
They'll figure it out. Yeah,
they'll find money for him. They're
gonna get 100 mil from Maguire. Like, what are they gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, you guys may not follow it, but I saw the list of guys that are out there. Like 9 guys they're getting rid of. It's a bunch of guys they're getting rid of. So
Martial's one.
He makes all the sense. You stick Kane there with Rashford on the side of him, and Anthony or Sancho or whoever is the greatest winger in the world, with Casemiro in there being the greatest anchor of a whole team on life, and a brand new center half from wherever they get a center half from, and De Gea finding a resurgence since they're going to re-sign him. They said they're going to re-sign him, so they're just going to get competition for him.
Golden Glove.
He's the only one. He's the only option there. Who else is there?
But
Harry Kane to United.
Sad day for Leeds.
Sad day for Leeds.
There was a spell there where I was a Leeds United States of America fan. And as Americans, it's sad to see Brendan and Tyler and Weston go down like that.
Did you see, though, that Brendan's got a release clause in his contract if they get relegated?
Yep.
No way.
Yeah, they reported that the other day.
And there's already talk of Tyler staying in the Premier League, someone buying him. And then McKinney just went back to Juve.
Well, you know where Americans normally go? Fulham or Everton. So
Or
go
Everton. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, Tyler Adams at Everton.
That would be
Might
good.
help. Might
Yeah.
help.
That might be big. That might be big for them. Speaking of Everton,
What a segue.
they did it.
What a segue.
That
They
game
did it.
was crazy, man.
They've done it.
Woo,
I
buddy.
watched that one. That one was crazy.
That
2
was
years.
an interesting game. An unlikely hero.
They had 1,000 minutes of extra
Hey,
time.
Corey, if you think about it, he's why they beat Brighton. He scored
That's
2
fair.
goals early against Brighton.
That's fair. This pops up on the end of the counterattack, and on this one comes in with an absolute thunderbolt of a volley.
Ooh.
No one even expected. No one's expecting him to come up with that. This is like his third goal ever, maybe.
Yeah, he scored 2 against Brighton, and he scored this one.
Yeah, his first goals were against Brighton, and then yeah. I mean, when you need a hero, when you need somebody to step up, and they got it. I thought,
Goalie was not even moving on that one. He didn't. He just
yeah, I thought Bournemouth, like, they played their role of villains. They definitely tried their best to spoil the party, and it was a tough game. I had this one on my extra screen. I actually watched all of this one while I was watching Arsenal as well. The other games were like on an iPad. They were like real small. But I had Everton on my second screen, and obviously I had to watch Arsenal on the big screen. And I actually had the sound on Everton. I actually listened to the commentary for the entire
nice.
Everton game.
It was a good game, man.
It was.
It was a good game. Well, it's funny because where I was watching the City game, they had Chelsea supporters there too. So the Chelsea fans were watching Chelsea. Not sure why they came out to watch Chelsea outside of. Yeah, I'm not really sure. But it was a bunch of Chelsea supporters where I was. And it's not because they shouldn't support them. It's just like,
we're everywhere.
It's the last day, man.
Well, it's why are you going to spend money to watch your team when you don't have to?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Plus we suck now. It's valid.
But Everton's
Listen, I've been on the beach for like 4 weeks, just like the team.
That was a cheap shot. My bad. Y'all been on the beach since the Bournemouth game.
It was
Yeah,
funny people watching that Everton game with interest. Like the game was close. It was nip tuck. The whole game was very good.
Absolutely.
We all wanted Everton to stay up, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
I thought it was interesting because I'm like, I didn't know that they had been in the league that long.
Never been down.
Yeah. The only
top flight in what 70-something years, or is it
yeah,
longer?
well, they're one of the only they're one of the few Premier League teams who in the Premier League era have not gone down.
It's us.
United.
Arsenal,
United,
Everton,
Liverpool, Arsenal,
United,
Liverpool, yeah.
Liverpool. It's
Yep.
6 of us. There's 6 of us.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I have a soft spot just because, like you said, Lewis, they have Americans.
They do.
The greatest
Tim
American,
Howard.
the greatest American ever. Landon
Dempsey?
Donovan played
Or Donovan, sorry.
bit. Who did you say?
Dempsey played at Tottenham.
Dempsey played
No,
it.
and he played a lone spell at Everton.
You watch your mouth. You watch your mouth. Clint
Thank you,
Dempsey? Clint
He
Dempsey?
played at Fulham. He didn't play at
I
Everton.
say the greatest American ever, and your mind goes to Clint Dempsey.
Yeah, Donovan? I don't know, man.
Donovan scored the greatest goal.
Timmy Howard gets it for me, but no one likes to give goalies their
But that's still Tim Howard was there. He was at Everton.
He was there.
Yo, no, we need no. Tim Howard. No.
I'm not a Landon Donovan fan, like at all.
You should be.
Nah.
I don't understand that. So where were you?
Remember, he pulled for England.
Yeah, bro.
He pulled for England this summer.
It's
American
I'm sorry.
Where were you?
No, let's go.
2010? Oh, you were crying in 2010, weren't you? You were crying. A phantom goal in the Germany game that you lost by 4 goals. So get out of here, man. Landon Donovan is clear as the
That
best.
feels like a poll question, right? Like who's the greatest of the 3? Clint Dempsey or Deuce? That's what they call him. I think
His name is Deuce.
Or Landon Donovan or Howard, right? Because I mean, we can't put Captain America in there yet because he hasn't really
It's not a question. It's not a question. Timmy Howard cost us the 2018 World Cup. We weren't there because he let in a 60-yard half-field shot. Don't even get me started.
But he did have one where he stood on his head and he saved like everything. I'm just saying.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did you watch that game? Did you watch that game?
I did.
The American defense disappeared.
Yes, they did.
I would have had 35 saves in that game because he saved.
What's his name? Okongwu or whatever? I couldn't stand him.
Who?
Was it Michi Okongwu or something Wu?
Michi Onyewu?
Whoever. He
That was
was
a long time ago.
terrible.
He was way older. He was not in that game. He was older.
That was like 2002, 2006.
Whatever. I don't know. I wasn't old, but I was like, who is this guy? He's
Don't
terrible.
we hate on Gooch?
He was terrible.
We were terrible.
Don't we hate on Gooch?
He was
Gooch
terrible.
wasn't in that game. He wasn't in that game.
Who wasn't even in that game?
We were
talking
awful.
about. I remember seeing he was terrible.
We were awful defensively in that game. Kevin De Bruyne ran us all over the place like he does. We were so bad defensively in that game, and that's the only reason that Timmy Howard gets all kinds of plaudits. Yo, I don't know if you remember, we lost.
Yeah, we did.
We didn't win that game,
That's
Of course we
correct.
lost.
and that's
Wondolowski. Oh my god.
Chris-
Oh, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
yeah. The MLS. Here's a perfect example. MLS all-time leading goal scorer. MLS all-time leading goal scorer, Chris Wondolowski, no name Jones. You've never heard of this man. You didn't hear of him before that tournament, and you haven't heard of him since.
Who?
Exactly.
Miss
Misses
an
tap in.
absolute sinner.
Tap
Who
in
was
on the goal line. Versus Belgium. We should have beat
Would have
Belgium.
won it.
Who?
We should have been. Exactly.
No name Jones. Who's that?
His name is Chris Wondolowski. He's been flipping
Played
burgers
for-
since 2014 because he missed
San
this goal.
Jose?
He played for San Jose. Look it up.
I don't know who that is.
He's got more goals in the MLS than anybody else.
Go watch the sitter he misses.
Go watch the
Against
replay.
Belgium. It'll make you sick. It'll make you absolutely sick.
Disgusting. I still think about it sometimes from time to time.
Oh,
I
man.
thought about it for 4 years until Timmy Howard gave Trinidad and Tobago a goal from halfway line, and then I thought about that for 8
You feel
years.
some kind of way about that, huh?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though. All right, talking about whole Donovan thing, he didn't play long enough in the Premier League for him to have the impact that Clint Dempsey did. So I can understand why people would say Clint Dempsey over Landon Donovan because he got. I mean, I think he went to Germany and then he went to Premier League for like half a season, and then he went back to the MLS and was like, "I'm staying here."
Landon did like 2 loan stints at Everton. And they were trying to figure out if they wanted to keep him because I think Tim Howard was still at the team too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've just looked it up. Chris Wondolowski, 413 appearances. He retired in 2021, 171 goals. He's got 26 more than Donovan, who is second on the list. With
2 years ago, Jesus.
There are 2 moments in U.S. soccer that haunt me to this day. Torsten Frings.
Oh man,
Torsten Frings.
Don't why you gotta bring that up too, man? What is going
And
on?
Chris Wondolowski.
Yeah, we should have beat Germany in 2002. You'll never convince me. If we have goal line technology in 2002, USA goes ahead in a quarterfinal. In a World Cup quarterfinal, we'd be 1-0
I don't
up
want to hear about goal line technology.
on Germany. It was Germany again. Germany again, man.
Oliver Kahn was
I don't want to hear
beat.
about goal line
God was
technology.
in the goal when he
England would have a lot.
bro. You cannot complain.
Okay,
You
Frankie
cannot
Lampard hits the
complain
best goal
about that
in-
game. You cannot complain about the England-Germany game. You lost 4-1. Get out of here. You lost 4-1. What about
my boy Frank Lampard hits the greatest goal known to mankind?
the 3? What about the 2 other goals? You would have lost 4-2. You would have lost 4-2. What about the other goals? Where was the defense in that game? You can't complain.
Momentum shifts, man. It's
You
momentum
would-
shifts.
You lost the game still. Still would have lost the game. USA, on the other hand, might have changed things. Just saying. Just saying. Point being,
Yeah.
the greatest MLS goal scorer there's ever been. You've never heard of him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Zlatan
It is
Ibrahimovic.
Chris Wonder Ross.
Wondolowski.
Yeah, there you go.
Wonder-
Yeah. Him.
Wando. Everybody calls him Wando.
Called him one,
Wando. He had a wand like Harry Potter.
and he whiffed it completely. Yeah. He could
This
have.
could be a really good subject for a few weeks from now where I have my rant about how the U.S. just has this disgusting relationship with the MLS, or the U.S. men's national team has this ongoing relationship with the MLS and will never reach the heights that it could until it severs those ties.
Yeah, well, you want to talk about a dumpster fire, and segues are weird. Leicester City win on the last day, kept the pressure on Everton. Wasn't enough. Wasn't enough in the end, and I think they
They go
lost.
down, man.
I think they lost it last week
Mm-hmm.
when they had an opportunity to have the game in their hands, because if they would have won last week, this result would have kept them up. And so
Newcastle.
too little, too late.
How about they lost it because James Madison missed a PK against Everton
Sure. Yeah.
3 weeks ago?
Talk about a huge result. Yeah.
Because that
Absolutely.
turned into a draw.
Yeah. And you know me, if you've been paying attention to the pod, if you've been listening over the last few weeks, yes, James Madison will get balled up.
He's linked to Tottenham already.
Oh God, they deserve each other.
Please. It's a perfect fit.
Perfect
Match
fit.
made in heaven.
Perfect fit.
The
Yeah.
question is,
Please.
does Jamie Vardy now just say, I'm done going back to the championship?
I mean, he might be that same guy. Like, I'm gonna bring
He
us
might
back.
retire.
Yeah, he might retire. He might just hang it up.
Oh yeah. He might
That's
retire or
that's a
rank
good
it up.
shot. That's a good shot. He might just hang his boots up on that one. Absolutely. Yeah, it's. I mean, bit part
Each,
role
I
this
would.
season.
He's
kind
done
of
everything with that club.
Yeah. So I think West Ham kind of. I mean, I wouldn't say they had their eye on the Conference League final, but
I wouldn't care about that game at all.
yeah,
That league game, nah.
I kind
Yeah.
of tend to agree with you. That's kind of what it looked like. They knew Leicester were gonna really bring it, and they're like, I'm not sure we want to summon the energy it's gonna take to match these guys in their desperation.
Did we ever
Huh?
figure out how the winners of these work? Like exactly, like since West Ham doesn't qualify, but if they end up winning this
Yeah, we
tournament,
figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't knock
Because
anybody.
They will
won't-
knock
do
you
they get a
out.
buy-in?
England.
They don't
England
knock
will
anybody,
have-
but they get a buy-in.
England will just have extra teams.
They'll have like 8 teams in Europe.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think that's what it is.
So if West Ham win the Conference League, we will have Liverpool, Brighton, and West Ham in the Europa League next season.
Mm-hmm.
That's what'll happen.
In the
and then the other two will be in the Conference League.
So it doesn't
one.
shift it.
It'll just be Villa. Villa will be in the Conference League.
Yeah.
That'll
So
be it.
more of a question for y'all, and I'm asking the guys who've played more recently than I have. When you're in the position that West Ham's in, or Bournemouth, or even Spurs, knowing that if this team that you're playing wins, stays up, but it does nothing for you except for just give you a W, how do you approach a game like that as the team, as the villain in that situation? Like, do you have the capacity to say, screw it, you're going down, I don't care, you're going to have to come through us? Or since you're already on the beach, kind of, are you just like,
Yes.
whatever?
I think it depends.
No.
For me, only West Ham's situation was different. They have another game. Bournemouth and Spurs. I mean, I guess Spurs. I guess could have made Conference League. But for me, yeah, West Ham we got another game to worry about. We're not worried about this one. Bournemouth are the ones that really looked like they went for it.
Yeah.
I guess like we said, Kane kind of wanted to. Here's my last example of how good I am. But see, for me, even that, like, we know Kane is awesome.
Yeah.
We don't need you to score another 2 goals against the team that's got relegated this season. To prove that we want you, that some team want, Madrid are lurking for you. You're a hot commodity, whether you scored 2 against Leeds or not. So I don't know if that's necessarily, So to answer your question, I think interestingly enough, Bournemouth were the ones trying to play villains. And I think it's a freedom thing. There's nothing else for Bournemouth. So we can go out here and go hard. We want to stay healthy.
Nothing but help,
We don't want to get crazy, but yeah, it's a reason to get up for the game, to be the villain, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you enjoy trying to get teams relegated, go ahead and smash up the like button and subscribe to the channel. Get that notification bell on. We'll definitely be back real soon.